Hello. Posters from the past 80 years. Not sure what this place is. Okay, so I'm looking at the little, there's a little tourist centre. It's like a little community centre right in front of the quay, the entrance to Aida Camp, and I'm being given a lot of information. Can I take your name?
Hamad.
Hamad?
Hello.
Okay, we've got some good stories.
So downstairs we have an educational program for students aged between 6 to 16. So here we have a space where we use it for our ping pong team. Here we have like a campaign called DAFA. One of the main donors for it is a charity from the UK, which is about delivering like clothes during winter time for people in the refugee camps, Area C, farmer, Bedouin families.
It's called DAFA.
Yeah, you can.
Okay, so it's a community centre. It's trying to help everyone in the Aida Camp, the children. They're giving little sports days, teaching them, watching videos. We have a IT room.
Yeah, this is like مرحبا متأسف شو الأخبار؟ أجيت أمسم كل مرحبا لكم موفقين يا شباب. This is the ticket project that we have.
Can I take a video?
Yeah, I can take
It's
it.
okay.
Teaching coding.
Hi guys. Hello. How are you all doing? So you're doing computer work. That's very good.
Coding.
Oh, super. Pleased to meet you. I'm from England.
You're welcome.
Coming to visit your home.
هو بقول إنه من بريطانيا وجاي يزور فلسطين. فرصة سعيدة نتعرف عليه.
Oh, yes, it's a pleasure to be here.
Cheers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, I shall leave you to your work.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Wow, so they're having an IT class. It's a Saturday afternoon, so I've been told some stories about all the funding being cut. I'll get into that later. So there's not much school at the minute. School's been cut because funding's been cut. And yeah, we'll talk about that later. We're just going up to the roof. Wow, this is yeah.
Settlement like Gilo and Har Gilo, which built on the land of El Malha village, which like 30% of the people who live in Aida, they came from that piece of the land.
So we're saying all the people here in the Aida camp, a large majority, came from over the wall over there.
And here we have like a refugee camp. You can see all the building at the top of each other because the lack of spaces.
Yeah, so you have to keep building upwards, yeah.
So the camp built for 1,000 refugees. Now there are around like over 4,500 refugees live in the same amount of space that the camp was built in the past in 1950, 1951. You could see all the refugee camps has a water tank at the rooftop because they have issue with water, so we have to store the water for the maximum time that we can. You can see all of these nickel, small, silver artillery gas canister being shot by the Israeli at the roof over there, over there, over there, over there, over there. Yeah, so being targeted.
Wow.
Where Aida was, according to United Nations Prague University study in 2017, was the most place was gas in the world. Where
What do you mean?
United Nations came, did the study on Aida Refugee Camp with Berkeley University in California,
Okay.
about the shooting of the tear gas canistry by the Israeli from the Israeli Watchtower military parade and Rachel Tomb over there. The Israeli will opening the gate, the blue ones, come and raid the camp and start shooting randomly tear gas canistry at the people inside the camp.
Right.
Where the camp turned to be unsafe, 2 people got killed by the tear gas canistry.
And what was the reason for that?
Most of the time, provocation. Some of the time.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, what was the reason they give? Did they give a reason?
No,
Did they need a
no.
reason? No.
I was gonna say, like, for years the shooting wasn't going between 2011, 2017, 18. So the tear gas canister could burn your home if you do not have a mask, which majority of people do
Yes,
not have a mask.
of course.
You know, you're gonna get suffocated. The tear gas canistry that they shoot here is different to a tear gas.
Is this one here?
Yeah, it's those silver ones over there, over there.
Okay.
You can see the small silver.
I don't know
ones.
if you can see, but on the roof there's tear gas canisters that are being shot over from the, or shot up. Is it they shoot them from the ground?
From the jib, you can see there's one here. Over
I
here,
can see.
on the ceiling. There's another on the ceiling there. There's another one there.
So they come in, it appears at random, all times during the morning, daft times.
Nighttime.
Yeah.
So if you do not have safe space, if your windows are not shut down, you might lose your life because of tear gas canisters. So you have to be careful.
Well, I have heard stories of people losing their babies because of the tear gas.
Yeah. We have like one lady lost her baby, and there is another woman called Noha Katami. She lived at the top of the camp, so too far from here, because Israeli come shooting tear gas randomly at the people. Few pieces of the tear gas canister broke to her home. She got suffocated. She passed away. Yeah, my grandpa, he broke his hips because of the tear gas. He was walking in the middle of the day when the shooting started, and he fell apart after he got suffocated. So it's really complicated. See, this is all wall going like a snake, like
Yeah.
a zigzag, where and you could notice always the shape of the wall going like a snake, like a zigzag.
Yeah.
For example, it was cheaper for the Israeli to bring the wall from that corner through this street to the Russian tomb and the military base over there.
I have noticed that. I've said on my videos many times that it's like just weaves in and
Yeah,
out.
because they consider 2 facts when they are coming to before they came and established the wall. To annex the maximum
creates
of the land,
more chaos. Yeah.
to
Splits
annex
more families up.
one thing, to
Yeah.
annex the maximum of the land, maximum of the natural resources, water resources with the minimum of the Palestinian population. So this is why it shows you. It goes all around the Palestinian houses, and over there is a double wall
Yes.
in the same area to not include any Palestinian house to be inside the wall, because they want the land and the resources without the people. You can see this is obvious.
Yeah, I have noticed how in some sections the walls, 2 walls, I wondered what they were for.
Yeah, and the land over
We're getting a very, very good view up here of, like I've explained in previous videos, the wall doesn't seem to make sense how it just weaves in and out of the houses, and sometimes there's a double wall, and in between that wall, you like can't use it for anything. They're just trying to, it seems, create as much confusion and cut families up, cut streets up. It's a whole nother level from up here. You do get a grasp of the wall now, because from down below you don't always see where the wall is.
you can see over here, this family had to put like this ceiling over here
Yes,
and this wire.
because of those canisters.
Yes.
So some families, if they can afford it, have made shelters to stop the gas canisters falling on their grounds. I mean, you can't imagine, can you? So there is some sort of hope in here, as you can see by the, just the building they're trying to build. And do people try and fund the building themselves? if you're
Yes.
lucky enough to have the money.
So here we have a concept called ona. Ona, it's an Arabic word. Word maybe the nearest definition to it called cooperation.
Okay.
Cooperate, where the neighbors, the families cooperate to build the houses themselves.
Oh, okay,
This
yeah.
is how they reduce the cost of the living. So if I know how to do the electric
Yes.
city pipes, I'm gonna come and do it for my neighbor for free. For my other
Okay.
neighbor, how to do the
Plastering, or the
plastering,
building.
the painting,
yes.
all of that, they're gonna come and do it for
Brilliant,
free. This
brilliant.
is how they reduce the construction.
Yeah, well, I've just been in one of the
expenses.
houses down
Yeah.
below, and I saw a good few people doing
Yeah.
plastering, tiles, doing the floor.
Exactly,
Brilliant.
exactly. But always you could see like pillars at the top of the rooftop,
Yes.
which mean the construction is still ongoing.
Yeah, they can
ongoing,
do another
ongoing.
floor when they have some
Because-
money.
Exactly, because the Israeli took the majority of the space, buying small tiny apartment. On the nearest place to us called Beit Jala is gonna cost you around like $200,000, which 99% of the people here
Don't have.
do not have, cannot
yes.
and buying small piece of land gonna cost you a fortune as well. So yeah, this is why the people finding a rooftop as one of the way to create more spaces
Yes.
for them and create issue more with the privacy.
Plus,
And like
I mean, there's
spaces.
nowhere to build outwards anyway, is there?
Yeah, this was
Even
the
if you
only- this was the only space where the camp
if
could
you
be-
had the money, there's nowhere to build.
this was the only space where the camp could be expanded in the
Yes,
future,
yes.
and they took it away, all of it. And this was a source of income for 35 families from the camp. They were coming, picking the olives from here during the olive harvest. This area called Beit Jala is the most expensive olive oil in the world, by the way.
Really.
For like 16 liter of olive oil, you're gonna pay 300 quid.
But it's
British
all
pound,
but it's
like,
all out there now,
over,
yeah.
over there, you know.
Yeah. So all the Palestinian land and their source of income in the past would have been over the wall in all that beautiful fertile land that is now on Israel's side. So Palestinians have no access to that, and that would have been one of their main sort of exports.
Yeah. So the land belonging to the Armenian Church, and Armenian Church were permitted Palestinian refugees to go and to pick the olives. But after the establishment of the wall, the Israel refused to issue any permit for them.
And so now Israel just picks the olives. Yeah, it's
Like we
Do
don't
they?
know, to
Or is
be
it
honest.
just-
We do
or
not
is it
have
just
access.
wasted?
We don't know. We don't have any clue.
okay.
This was also a furniture factory for the Bandak family. They used to have like 200 workers work here
Okay.
since the 60s. Like Jordanian king was the one who opened these factories back then, in the 60s. After the Israel established the wall, they reduced the number of the worker from 200 to be only 4 workers.
Right.
Because export, import, you need to get a permit, become really expensive. You have to pay 2 taxation, one for the Israeli, one for the Palestinian. It's not easy to bring stuff over here as well. So you have to go through certain kind of rules, procedures.
So they made it too expensive to run the place. yeah.
Exactly, they mean that because they don't want you to have any kind of autonomy.
Yeah.
You want
No
you
access
be,
to money.
Yeah, they
from-
want you to be
other than
Israeli.
from the Israeli government.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the biggest market for the Israeli project after the Palestinian market, after the US market, is the Palestinian market. So you can imagine how much money and wealth they make without have to pay anything in return. Yeah, the playground, it's at the top of this hill.
Oh, right.
You have
Oh,
to
so if I
walk
follow
with
the wall
yeah.
up.
Yeah, with the
Right.
wall up, yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to go and see that and document it
Yeah.
whilst it's still there. That'd be
Yeah.
very interesting. Right, guys, I'm gonna just take a couple of photos and we'll be back. It's very interesting, this. Hello.
Hello.
Right, well, I got more than I bargained for there, didn't I? I'm glad I just chanced it and walked in there. Some very interesting stories. Very interesting perspective from up there on the roof, looking at that wall and to see those tear gas canisters. A lot of food for thought there. I want to go and check out this park he's on about. So there's a picture of some kids playing on it's a little playing field on these photos, where he hosts little sports days. It's a football team, I think. He said there's boys and girls, and it's up here in the Armenian Church's land. It sounded like it was part of the actual land owned by the church, and so they have their sports days and football matches and football training. And they've had a letter from the Israeli government in the past few weeks stating that the football field is illegal and it must be destroyed or dismantled somehow. So that's quite sickened me to my stomach to hear that. So we're going to go and check it out. We'll pay witness to the actual the placing of it, the quality of it. We'll see if there's any reason why it needs to be pulled down, and then have somebody witness to the truth. I don't know what's happened here. It's not the greatest, I don't know. Does it remain as a symbol of the oppression? Or do these things need tidying up to make it more hospitable? They want tourists. There's a lot of areas that I just feel like they need help with. And it's not big help. Like you said, they're constructing a lot of these buildings, making new floors on even as we speak, making the outsides all nice and new and shiny. But he said there was some sort of, I forget what it was now, but a term meaning that all the families or all the streets get together, they use all their resources, so they all pool their money together, and then the tradespeople will do the jobs in each other's houses. So the builder will come and do all the building, the plasterers will do all the plastering, and they're getting together to do all the DIY to try and make their neighbourhood better. And like he says, they can only build upwards though, because the walls around them, so the only way is up. I hope the foundations are good, because I do sort of read reports that they were built all them years ago as a temporary measure. And I'm sure they weren't thinking they were going to be 4, 5, 6 stories high when they were building the foundations. Right, we'll move on, walk up to the Armenian church. I'm not sure if I've been there before, but we'll go and have a look. So this one looks quite vacant, I'll be honest. It's had a lot of attacks on that wall. All the reinforced steel is showing through at this section. Hello. Hello. So there's the Armenian church.
Hello.
Hello there. Hi. Hello. Hello everyone. Hello. Woohoo.
Hello.
Hello. So I'm guessing this is the football field. Yep, here we go. So they're just having football training now. Hello. Hello, my friend. So we have a perfectly good football pitch here. It's a proper pitch, proper size. Children have literally just finished their football training. And unfortunately, this football pitch has had, or the community centre has had a letter from the Israeli government saying this is illegal. So my friend at the community centre said this land belongs to the Armenian church. So, you know, I don't know who it belongs to, but it's certainly on this side of the wall. And as you can see, absolutely no reason why anyone would want to destroy this. It looks like it's a source of immense enjoyment for many kids, and they're not just here playing around, messing it up, causing chaos. They've all got strips on, so someone's gone to the extent of providing them all with nice football strips, made some teams up, girls teams, boys teams, and look, every kid loves football, don't they? Apart from me and my lads. How heartbreaking to think that someone would rip this up. Hello. As you can see, the wall's going far up into the distance up there. But look at this. It's Saturday afternoon. They're all out in the kits, having a game. Children. School children that have had their school lessons cut to, we said, 2 days a week now because they just can't. They can't afford to fund it anymore. The funding's been cut so much. Right, guys, I've left Aida Camp now, heading back to the hotel to go and find Kenzo, see what he's up to. I hope that shed a bit of light on Palestinian life and the refugee camps. Not quite what you're expecting, I know. Opened my eyes up a bit, a few of them stories again today. It's a sad place. You can see they're still struggling. Maybe it seems more than ever sometimes, but I see a lot of hope. I think the fact that they're trying to rebuild, trying to build up, shows that there has to be some hope to invest all the time and the money and the resources into making things better for the future, for the families. So there's tales of desperation, tales of poverty, but the hope and the resilience prevails. And let's wait and see what happens to that football pitch. Right, we're getting more into the hustle and bustle of the inner city of Bethlehem. So I'll say goodbye for now. Love you guys.